Hey guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group. And so in today's video, this is kind of like an extended video upon a short that I did some weeks, or I want to almost say maybe like a month or a couple of months back, where I let you guys know that RingCentral, yes, RingCentral is now offering free IP phones. Anybody who has followed this channel and heard anything that we've said about free IP phones in general, and when we talked about the different providers like Vonage, RingCentral, Nextiva, Zoom Phone, you name it, RingCentral has been one of those providers that has never, ever done free phones. Now that has changed. I mainly wanted to do this video to just show you guys some of the free phones that I think they're now offering, but I also wanted to do this video mainly just to get it on your radar so that you know two things. One, RingCentral is a really great platform. We have people adopting RingCentral through Rich Technology Group on a regular weekly basis. I won't say that they're the #1 provider that gets adopted over here at Rich Technology Group, but they're in the top 3. They've consistently been in the top 3 for years. Their price can tend to be a little higher than the other guys, but they do tend to offer a bit more value than cheaper providers. But the thing that we have seen in previous years that made it, I don't want to say hard, but a little challenging for some businesses to adopt them with their higher price, was they're looking at it like, okay, well, I'm going to pay a premium price to get a slightly more premium product, but I can't get free phones. I'm also looking at a big upfront cost, or a upfront cost in general. That has changed. I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm going to show you guys some of the free IP phones that we've seen that are going out with RingCentral quotes. Now, I want to be clear. This does not mean that everybody can get free phones. I mean, well, it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. Like, we've seen people that have got 1 or 2 extensions getting free phones, and then we've seen people, of course, with like 10 extensions plus getting free phones. Whereas in the past, typically all you could get with RingCentral was like a really big discount. They could typically go upwards of almost 50, and sometimes we've seen 60 to 80% off regular price of phones just to get you in the door and to keep the cost of the hardware on you being not so bad. But lately I've been seeing people getting free phones left and right. So I'm going to do a quick screen share and I'm going to show you guys. We're just going to go down their phone inventory list on their website. All right, so now we are looking at their it's basically like their phone and headsets inventory, because you can also get headsets through them as well. A lot of people may or may not know that. I don't know that they do free headsets. Maybe they do if your company is mid-sized to large enough, but I don't know that anybody's ever asked me. Now, first and foremost, I want to be clear because most all of these phones, some of you may or may not know, most all of these phones on here, with the exception of some of the Mitel and or via audio code stuff, I have these phones literally here in this office. So I can kind of speak to many that we've actually reviewed on the channel, but a lot of these phones I actually have here in this office, many that I can quite literally speak to on whether it's decent or not, or whether I think it's a good free phone or not. So total disclosure, first and foremost, you ain't getting no Poly CCX series for free. These are some expensive phones. I mean, you can see here, and this is even with the reduced price. These phones are expensive. I've not seen many Cisco phones go out for free. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an entry-level Cisco that you could possibly get for free, but I've just never, I don't have that many people that are really that interested in Cisco, to be quite honest with you, that we talk to with RingCentral. That's not to say people don't have it. It's just mostly people are asking for Poly and Yealink. So disclaimer, I want to say that typically the free phone with RingCentral is going to be a Poly or a Yealink. That is what I have seen being suggested with most of the quotes. So let's scroll down a bit. Edge. I have not seen any of the Edge E series going out for free, but I have seen some Edge B. For those of you who may or may not know what the Edge B series is, I'll see if I can actually grab one for you guys. This is one of the Edge B series. I have multiple Edge B series here that Poly has sent me in the past for review, and we've covered, I think I've reviewed like 2 or 3 of these on the channel. With the Edge B series was kind of, at least from what I was told from Poly executives, and this was actually when I met them, when I went to their actual production plant in Tijuana, Mexico, which I'll tag that video above for you guys. But I actually met the executives and they took me through the school, or the classes, if you will, of the different IP phones and explain what they were. And the B series was basically like a lower cost, high quality, because these are a high quality phone, but they are typically lower frills than some of your color display phones and, you know, and all that stuff, for entry level, for like call centers, for people that need a high quality phone but need a high volume of phone, whether it be a school or a call center or a large business or whatever it be. They need a high quality phone that is reliable, but they don't need something that's terribly expensive because of the fact that they need it in high numbers, but they don't want to go so low that it hurts things like HD quality, of your calls, and reliability and button, reliability and longevity of the actual hardware. And that's where the B series kind of came into play. So I have seen RingCentral, giving some of these out as a free phone to qualifying contracts. But we'll keep going down the page. So I believe the B series is in there. You see the Poly VVX 450 here. You're definitely not getting a 450 for free. Maybe larger companies can, but I have not seen anybody getting any of these for free. However, I've seen the VVX 250. Let's scroll down a bit and see if they've got it. I've seen the VVX 250 going out for free on quotes. And I've also seen in some cases, if it's a slightly larger business, and by larger, I mean if it's like 10 extensions and up, and they're willing to sign a 2 or 3 year agreement, I've seen the 350 on some. T54W is probably the #1 phone, and I actually did a short about this, that RingCentral was giving out free T54Ws, which is unheard of, because even other providers that have historically always done free phones with 2 to 3 year contract agreement were never giving out Yealink T54Ws. But I've actually seen RingCentral giving out Yealink T54Ws to as low as like 8 to 10 extensions or higher. That's not to say that you couldn't maybe get it on a 3 year agreement with 5 extensions. It's probably possible at this point. So like I said, this is something that you could obviously consult with us about when you contact us for service in general. I mean, we encourage you guys to say, hey, does this provider that you work with, will they be willing to give me this phone for free, or what free phones are available? Like, we're fine with you asking us those questions and doing the research and engaging the provider on your behalf. Doesn't bother us at all. Some of these other like non-color screen Yealinks, like this one here, like the T53W, and I think there's another one. Yeah, the T43U is a really popular one that we've seen people getting for free. This is probably like a top one here, as well as also this T53W. But I've seen more people go for the T43U than that 53W. There's another one. Here we go. Here is another one, the 33G, which I actually have in this studio somewhere. Yeah, a 33G. This has been a free phone historically with all the providers. I've seen Nextiva do this one for free in the past. I've seen Vonage probably do this one for free more than anybody else in the wheelhouse, but I believe that you can also get this one for free through RingCentral as well. And this is an excellent phone. This is a phone that not even just through RingCentral, I've had many people contact and say, hey, I seen your videos about free phones. Can I get the T33G? So this is a really good one as well. Let's look at the rest of what's on this list before we wrap this video up and see if there's any other honorable mentions. I don't think so. I don't believe that there's any others on here that I know of. So just to recap, the ones that I believe, but don't quote me on this again, if you're coming through us, we can work with RingCentral and find out exactly which ones are free and which ones aren't. But I believe the ones that you can get for free with qualifying contracts, and sometimes regardless of how many extensions you have, the T33G, you're definitely not getting any Edge series, maybe an Edge 100 or Edge E220, maybe, depending on the size of your account. But I haven't seen any providers, not even the non-RingCentral providers that have historically done free phones, do E-Series for free, but I could be wrong. B-Series definitely for free, which is further up on here. T43U, I believe, is a possibility. I know for a fact Poly VVX 250, when they have it in stock. 46U and 53W, I believe so. And the reason I say that is because I know that I've seen on clients that we've served get the 54W for free in a contract, and the 54W costs more out of pocket than the 46U and the 53W. So it just stands to reason that you could probably get a 46U and a 53W for free in the contract as well. And we got a great rep that we work with at RingCentral. We got a great rep that goes out of her way to make sure that our clients not only get the best discounts, better than what you see online on RingCentral's website, they really do want your business. They really are willing to work with you on the contract terms and try to get you, without shooting themselves in the foot, try to get you phones at a good price, reduced rate on the monthly cost at a good price, at a contract term that you're willing to accept. for what you're asking for. I think that's pretty much it of what on this list you would be able to get for free. So that pretty much wraps up this video, guys. This was just an extended video that I wanted to do just to reiterate and make sure you guys know that RingCentral really is doing free IP phones. If you're interested in RingCentral, if you're also interested in special pricing, better than what you see on the web, and also to talk to our rep to see if she can work you out the best package with reduced pricing, contract terms that you're willing to agree upon, as well as free phones so that you don't have essentially any installation or hardware costs up front to get a new phone system, let me know. As always, this is Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for the best deals on business phone and internet service in the United States. I'll catch you guys again in the next video.